but we're gonna take advantage of it. I gotta tell you, this is a commercial unit, and I don't care what kind of mess you might have. I don't care what the dogs or the cats or the kids or the grandkids have been doing. This is going to take care of it. Julie Truster is back, and it is also one of those opportunistic buys. How are you, Julie, by the way?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you. When this is gone, this is gone.
Yes.
This is one of those one and done solutions. You know what, it's so funny, I'm looking at the price, I still don't believe it.
I know.
It's just, that is the craziest thing. And that mess that you did,
yes,
you know, the thing is, when we talk about these hard floor cleaners, they start at $130. Exactly. I mean, the prices start at $130. Wow, and that is dry as a bone.
Totally dry. You can see that it's clean. It cleans it with clean water, and it's bone dry. There's a squeegee right here, so when you pull it back, it dries your floors. And I love it because it's designed specifically for your hard floors.
Right.
Your tile, your wood, your linoleum, tile with grout. Yep. Whatever hard floor you have, and it cleans them with clean water. No more mop. It replaces the mop, the bucket, all that stuff, all the stuff that's hard. Yes. And it makes it so much easier.
It does indeed. So if you can push a vacuum,
exactly,
you can push this. I think a lot of us, we know and love and recognize that name, Oreck. So for many of us, you're going to have that name association to begin with. But nobody else is getting this for $72. I can tell you that right now. And once these are spoken for, and we only have 3,000, it is done. It is a one and done.
And they are gone.
And they are gone.
Forever.
Forever.
Yes. Now this product right here, Oreck is known for its commercial products. These are products that were in restaurant supply companies, restaurants, hotels, and it uses clean water every single time. It scrubs your floors and then it dries them. Clean water, dirty water, and all you do is stand up and push it like a vacuum. So let me show you how it works. And if you've priced hard floor cleaners before, they run anywhere from $129, this is syrup by the way, $129 all the way up to $150, $160, and then we're making a little colorful mess.
Yeah, you know what's so scary though, Julie? I'm trying to consider the alternative, like the mess that you're making right now. I mean,
looks scary.
But I mean, seriously, you'd be going through a roll of paper towels. Yeah. You'd still have that residual sticky mess, and you would have to, I mean, be on your hands and knees to try to get what Julie is doing right now. The big thing for me though, and when you look at that price point, talk about affordable, nobody is doing it for that kind of price. It is on FlexPay, so remember the 3,000 that we have, that is it. And messy, ooey, gooey, wet messes, it does not matter. And Julie, the other thing about that is not only is it getting up all the liquid, it's getting all the sticky residue, and then it's dry at the same time.
It dries it. So here's my dirty water over here. Clean water, dirty water, and this was a thick mess. It was tomato juice, the syrup right here. There's no sticky residue left behind. There's no streaks, there's no smear, there's no chemical residue, and it's totally dry. So the benefit of this is that you're using clean water. So clean water's right here. And by the way, even at this price, it comes with your cleaning solution.
It does. In fact, we'll show you these brushes too, but like Julia's just pointing out to you, the dirty water never touches the clean water. It has these great little power scrubbing brushes that, remember, this unit is used in commercial areas. This is a commercial unit. So we're talking industrial use, restaurants, I mean, anybody that really needs, floors clean enough to eat off of. Then you get the solution as well that Julie was alluding to. And the big thing for me is these are the messes that's why I said earlier, I'm trying to consider the alternative. You're gonna attempt to do a floor that is like scaring me a little bit.
Yeah, that's like syrup down there. And this is the alternative. Right. And okay, I'm gonna drag this over here. And, okay, I should have known. Because if you don't have this, this
is what you're doing.
I should have known not to wear white pants. Because the mops, it's a mess.
Yeah, no kidding.
You gotta put on your cleaning clothes if you're gonna use a mop.
Oh, for sure.
And then what happens, whether it's a string or a sponge or the little swishy guys, it doesn't matter. Nope. The first time you go through, you clean your floors and you put it in here, you're smearing dirty water. So what we're gonna do, this is wood right here. The wood manufacturers tell you not to put moisture on your floor. Okay, so I'm gonna,
But you know what's so funny is as you drag that mop on there, I can actually see it dragging the mess back and forth.
And we know this is exaggerated, but we're showing you how well the product works. So we know what the mop does. It smears, it pushes, it leaves chemical residue behind, and then it pushes the germs and bacteria. Now, a lot of times when you put it back in here, the first time you put it in here, it's dirty.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have to go empty that bucket. I'm afraid I'm gonna get all dirty
I
here.
know, you know what? I'm afraid for you wearing the white pants. Exactly. And I'm wearing white pants too, so I'm no help.
Right, exactly. It's a lot cleaner with the floor mat.
It is.
Okay, so then your floor looks clean. You've spent all that work, all that time, your floors are wet. We know that they're wet, but what happens, you wonder why your socks are dirty. It's because you're just pushing around that dirty water right there.
I know.
Okay,
Isn't that
and
awful?
I'm dirty from the mop over here. Watch how much easier it is with the Oreck.
This is wild.
First of all, it's lightweight. Your cord is 30 feet, so the cord is extra long. It even has its own dry mode. I'm using clean water, and those scrubbing brushes are scrubbing. So check it out. As I turn it on, I'm gonna go slow because my dirt is really grounded.
We also do that for the camera as well to make it a little easier for you to see. The big thing about this is, now notice, Julia's not on her hands and knees. She's not, you know, having to get down there and scrub the floor. The best part is not only is it getting the mess, but it's getting the ooey, gooey, sticky residue and drying at the same time. One pass. One pass.
The nice thing about this unit, if you think it's a little bit wet or moist, it has its own dry mode where it'll shut the brushes off and just use the squeegee. So for your tile floor, ceramic tile, so you can go back over it. Actually, it looks pretty dry, but if you see a little bit of water, go like this. Now it's only drying.
Right. Wow.
In the reverse, there's that squeegee. It's cleaning and drying. And this is wood.
Oh, man.
You know that those wood manufacturers tell you not to put moisture on your floor. And so also no chemical residue is left behind. It just uses water with your cleaning solution. So whether it's your wood or your wood laminates right here, look at no streaks, no smears.
That's impressive.
Totally clean, and it's bone dry right here. Look at this right here. No streaks.
I do have to stress, we now officially have fewer than 3,000. When those 2,900, give or take, are spoken for, they are gone for good.
Yes.
This is not coming back. And you know the name Oreck. We're fortunate to, you know, have them here on a very rare basis. So this was one of those opportunistic buys that will not be duplicated. This was used in commercial. I mean, you could see it used in restaurants, industries, you know, businesses, hotels. We're doing it for a price that I don't even know how they came up with that, because these hard floor cleaners start at $130 in terms of cost. They start. I mean, that's why this doesn't even make sense to me.
And you're getting your cleaning solution. So you don't have to get anything else. It comes with your brushes. And I want to show you too, this is the dirty water right here. This would be your mop water. I want to show you the bottom of the brushes, because your brushes stay clean. Now, if they get dirty, and they will over time, you can pop them off and clean them. But see right here, you dip your mop in this and then you smush it all around. Your brushes aren't made out of a sponge, so they stay cleaner. Here's your squeegee right here. So as you're pulling back, it suctions your floor and it dries your floor. It has its own dedicated dry mode too. So if you think your floors are a little bit wet after you go over it, put it in the dry mode and it will completely dry them. Now I want to show you the brushes. I'm going to go back over here because I want to show you the brushes in action. Instead of getting on your hands and knees and scrubbing the tile with grout, also first of all, it's lightweight. Right here, it only weighs 13 pounds. But look at the bottom of it. And this even has the water in it. Look how fast. That's the scrubbing.
I don't care if you even like to clean, there's no way that you could get the kind of scrubbing action that this is gonna have.
Exactly.
I mean, there's you can't, you can't do it.
And if you've got the tile with grout and you wonder why your grout is dirty, it's because you're taking that mop and you're putting dirty water right into the grout. And this too, first of all, it's not messy. You can wear your white pants. You don't have to worry about things dripping.
True.
But you're also in the upright position and you push it like a regular vacuum. So check it out, wood, and up here is a marble granite.
And remember, it does have that dry mode as well. The big thing for me is we love our hard floor surfaces, but it's how do we clean them? Our hardwood floors are expensive, our tile is expensive. this is really not only a dynamic price, but it's what it does and who does it. Oreck, of course, they are leaders when it comes to floor cleaning, and we just, again, I'm dumbfounded by that kind of value. I really am. And the dirty water never touches the clean water. You're never on your hands and knees. You're never rubbing and scrubbing. I mean, if you're kind of shaking your head and saying, where has this been all my life? Well, it won't be here for long, because when we have just a little over 2,000, when those are spoken for, they're gone for good. This will not be back. So we are saying 4 minutes, and then we're gonna have to scoot along because we've got more to get to in this birthday celebration. But I absolutely would not wait on this. You know, the thing is, Julie, we love our hardwood floors.
Here.
Okay,
oh my gosh.
Check this out.
Yeah, this is that marble tile right here.
Oh, it is. Oh, man, that's gorgeous.
I know, doesn't it look polished?
It does.
So the brushes are soft, so you don't have to worry about scratching your wood floors or your marble floors right here. So right here, here's my paper towel, no streaks. Again, it's exaggerated to show you how well the scrubbing brushes are. But look at this, it's smooth. It looks like it was professionally polished, and it's totally dry. So a lot of times your white ceramic tile, you see that layer of chemicals on it from those little swooshy guys that you have to buy.
I know.
This right here, you're using clean water every single time. You're not swooshing dirty water.
I think that's an excellent point, because I'm very sensitive to chemicals. So, you know, first of all, I don't want to be putting my hands in water with a bunch of soaps and cleaners and disinfectants and, you know, things like that.
Good point.
But I mean, more than that, I don't want to leave a residue behind as well, especially if you've got kids or cats or dogs in the house, because, you know, it's that 2-second rule. If something's on the floor, you know, it's probably going to be in their mouth at some point. And you don't want any of that. Remember, you're not using chemicals. You're not using elbow grease. You're not using hard labor. This is doing all of the work for you. And it is also, in addition to cleaning, of course, it's lifting off those wet messes, but then it's drying at the very same time. So you're never left with a chemical residue. You're never left with anything sticking. You don't have to worry about the back-breaking labor of getting on your hands and knees. And you're getting your floors clean from the very first pass. So when they're gone, they are gone for good. Julie, I gotta tell you, I am so impressed by this. I still can't believe that it's only $70.
I know it, the price is amazing. There's your scrubbing brushes right here on the bottom. If and when they get dirty, you can pop them out to clean them. Also, your nozzle is removable if it gets dirty. Clean water over here. Here's your dirty water. It's totally separate. Each tank holds 1.5 quarts of your clean water and your dirty water. This right here would be your mop bucket. And you know that the first time you dip your mop in, you're just smushing it around. I like too that even though it's a slim and a lightweight model, it has a 30-foot power cord. So if you've got those big, a lot of us now have all hardwood floors or all tile, or a lot of it. So now you can keep it plugged in and you can go around the area.
It's so smart. And I don't know if it's worth showing the quantity left or not, but we have sold over 400. We have 2,600, so just a little over 2,000, and that's it, period. So it's not like this was, oh, we'll get more back in for Christmas or a back order or a wait list or anything of that ilk. When those quantities are gone, they are gone for good. They are gone for good. This was just one of those opportunistic buys, you know, right place at the right time with the right product for the right price. Our buyers, you know, snapped up what they could and then are passing along those savings to you only as long as supplies last. So I have to say, Julie, it's so nice to see something like this, because not only does it make our lives easier, but frankly, it's a lot safer. I mean, I remember, you know, when people used to try to clean up my hardwood floors and there'd be a wet residue, which they weren't supposed to be doing anyway.
And then the dog comes running in.
Then you slip, then you fall, then you make another mess because you're walking on wet floors. This is just so brilliant. And actually the floor surface that Julie is cleaning right now has that nubby or that textured facade to it. And those textured linoleums in particular, boy, it is so hard to get like in those little...
They are, those little, it's kind of porous. They've got those little grooves right here where a lot of times the dirt gets stuck in. And you'll notice over time too, the linoleum yellows.
It does.
Yes, now you can scrub it without having to get on your hands and knees. And again, here's my paper towel, which we're gonna do the paper towel test. Okay, you can see that it's clean, no chemical residue, no moisture. It even has its own dry mode. So if you think your floor is a little bit damp, you can, and it's on the back right right here. You just pop it up.
Right.
This is all you do with your toe, so you don't have to bend over. Pop it up. Look how dirty that is.
Okay, that's gross.
That's gross. That was the tomato
I mean,
juice.
that's gross, I'm not gonna lie.
Tomato juice on the white floor with the pour. So again, clean water, dirty water. Each one holds 1.5 quarts. You've got the scrubbing brushes. Even at this price, your cleaning solution comes with it, which is awesome.
It does. And then, of course, the wonderful textured brushes
Yep.
that are going to spin and clean a lot faster than you ever could. Julie, thank you so much.
You're welcome,
nice
Shannon.
to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
All right, keep calling on your Oreck, guys. Remember, when those quantities are gone, they are gone for good.
Yes.
So we'll look for you a little bit later. Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome.
In the meantime, we are moving along, and